Welcome along everyone. Here we are again with another video. Today I'm talking about release. Well, what a topic this is. Release has been or has evolved over the years in people's understanding, their beliefs, what they see the best players in the world do, what they believe they should and shouldn't do. So I wanted to give you my thoughts and insights onto what release does through strike. Now, I think it's really important that we talk about the face angle, because ultimately this face angle is going to dictate the release. So when the face is either pointing right of our target or left of our target at the point of contact, on average, your release pattern will respond to this. So when the face is open, coming into strike, and open looks in different ways, or can look in different ways. Obviously, we see at address here, my face angle is pointing at the target. The face angle is now pointing to the right of target. It's now pointing to the left of the target. The face can also point to the right of target by the handle being up, because as I elevate the handle more and more, that loft angle is pointing to the right. As I lower the handle down, that loft angle is now pointing to the left. And because of that, this elevation, as well as the rotation of the face, has an impact on the ball flight, which is why when we set up to the golf ball and where we return to in terms of elevation of the handle and orientation of the face will obviously dictate where the ball goes, to the right or to the left. That being said then, as we come into the golf ball, depending on the grip you have, depending on how much the handle has moved away from where you started, and your wrist angles, those three ingredients will dictate the pattern that you release the golf club on. So let's deal with them individually. So let's talk about the grip first. Now, there's strong grippers and there are weak grippers. So the weak grippers look more like this, the left hand showing one knuckle or minimal knuckles on the left hand. A weak gripper in the right hand, the V will be a long way over, pointing up to my left chin. So that would be weak in the left hand, that would be weak in the right hand. Strong in the left hand, I'd see lots of knuckles, see a big crease in here, and I would see the right hand underneath. So that's a double whammy strong grip there. So depending on which hold you have will dictate whether your face in general will either come back in trending closed or trending open. So I'm going to grip the golf club to start with just with a weak hold. So I'm going to grip it weak with my left hand and grip it weak with my right hand and just make my normal golf swing, just doing what I usually do. And you can see very quickly that the golf ball fires itself off to the right hand side with a pretty dreadful strike, by the way. Then I'm going to make myself grip it a bit more DJ-like, uber strong, uber underneath. And then I'm going to make exactly the same golf swing. And now all of a sudden you can see how the golf ball fires itself off to the left-hand side. Nice. So those two grips will dictate how I either, being strong gripped, hold the face open, shove the handle forwards, do everything I can to make the face stay open. With the weak grip, I'm going to do everything in my power to get the club face to unload past me. So the grip is going to influence whether I roll the toe over the heel, or if I've got a strong grip, it will either make me drive the handle forwards and drive the handle out to stop the face from pointing to the left. So that's what the grip will do to either roll, release, or shove the handle forwards to open the face. So that's the grip's influence. In the same way, I now come back to set up Now I'm the golfer that is trying to invariably move the club inside out. The handle is going out to the right. You can now see that the face is wide open, and in old money we used to see guys stand on the range, keep my back to the target, punt the golf club down, work it inside out, drive it out to the right, and you can see, sure, the handle's driving out to the right, but the face angle is wide open. And then what the instruction would be is, right, let's now keep your back to the target, and now let's really try to get the toe over the heel, start to stay side on, swinging from the inside. I've whipped the club face over, and look how that ball's had some nice curvature on it. So the orientation that the handle is moving on, because it's moving outside this way, face is opening up, and again it's going to create a roll release, a toe over. The opposite can be said, that the more my handle then starts to work more back underneath me here, you can see how the face starts to look more down the ball line, so therefore the face looks a bit more to the left. So that then allows me to feel like I can hold the face open because I can feel the face looking to the left. This has been the derivative of where that umbrella finish comes from, with the Tommy Fleetwood finish and all this nonsense. Everyone's trying to grip it super strong and trying to umbrella it. I jest, but it's a plague out there anyway. That umbrella finish is just a result of the orientation of the handle coupled with a super strong grip and a super strong face. As you're getting the handle more underneath us, look what it's doing to the face. It's trying to turn the loft down, and then as you then come through strike, you're then trying to open the face back up to make the golf ball go straight. And hopefully, I didn't get that one stupidly. Let me do that again for you. So there's the handle down, face is looking super strong on the line there, and then I'm going to try and hold the thing open, and you can see that the golf ball goes fairly straight. Still got a bit of a draw on, so I then get that umbrella finish going on again. So again, therefore the handle orientation being more underneath me, that makes the loft point more down, again will make that face angle start to change. And of course then we've got the final one with the wrist angles coming into the golf ball. Again, this is a derivative in often the case of how the grip is put on the golf club and also the orientation of the handle. So if a golfer is coming into the golf ball, let's say I've got a neutral grip, golfer's coming into the golf ball with a cupped left hand, you can see that that loft is looking up to the sky. Even though I've got a strong grip, that grip and the wrist angle orientation, because it's cupped, has now manipulated the face. Face is now looking up. So the only way I can get that golf club to square up is now run the toe over, get that wrap over. She's cupped, wrap it over, and then try to get that golf ball going straight. Again, in the old money of, that was a decent shot, Stuart, that cupping of the left hand and that rolling over of the face, something how we used to see and perceive the golf club being released back in the olden days. Now we work it the opposite way around. Again, back to my fairly neutral grip. I'm now going to flatten out my left wrist. Again, you're seeing this very prevalent in today's coaching, really trying to get that DJ looking kind of wrist angle. Now all of a sudden that loft is looking down. Now that will promote more of an under release, trying to get that face to stay a little more passive and open itself up. So then I start to try to open it through strike, and you can see that golf ball has still come out a little bit left. So again, the instruction would be, okay, let's see if we can really open it up even more. Flat left wrist, face looking down. Really going to try and open it up. There's that Tommy Fleetwood umbrella finish again. And you can see I've managed to match it up. So wrist activity, release patterns through strike are all based on three of those variables: grip, handle elevation, and wrist angles. You bring those three together and you understand what yours are. First, have a look at your grip. Is it strong or is it weak? Second, look at the elevation of the handle. Where did I start? Where did I return? And then finally, What did I do with my wrist angle that created a face angle based around those two elements? And you will then start to understand why you release the golf club the way you do. And from that point, then you can start making changes to one of those three variables that will then allow you to start to balance up how you release the golf club. So hopefully that's given you some insight into how you want to manage your release pattern and learn your release pattern of the golf club, rather than just swinging it, going onto the internet and just trying to work on pacifying your wrists. Well, if you pacify your wrists through strike and your release pattern through strike, and you don't make an ingredient change, you'll hit the ball worse, because ultimately your wrist angles, your unload of the golf club is actually trying to save you. Your brain can work out that face is not coming back square, so I'm trying to close the face over. When have you ever seen a guy that slices the ball that doesn't try to roll his hands over really quickly? And when have you ever seen a guy that hooks the ball that's not trying to stand there and trying to open it up? So understand what your three ingredients are, and you'll make some positive changes to your game. Hopefully that's been useful. Click the like button, subscribe while you're here, share with your friends, hit the bell, and then you'll never miss another video. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all on the Lesson T sometime soon.